Hi, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and today we're at day 52. It's a flow class. We're still in the recovery week, so it won't be quite as intense. And we're going to do some twisting today, because twisting is always good. So bring your hands together in front of your heart and take a moment to set an intention for your practice. And then keeping that intention in mind, take an inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up. Spin the triceps forward. Try not to let your ribs pop out, so reach up tall. And take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind. Lengthen as you take an inhale, and on your exhale, start to twist and roll your left shoulder back. We're back to the water today. So nice today. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale. We'll take the right hand behind, left hand to right knee. Lengthen as you inhale and exhale to roll your right shoulder back. It was unseasonably warm this is February when we're doing this class, and very warm. Inhale the arms, reach up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and reach your arms up. As you exhale, start to turn to your left. As you inhale, get really tall again. Exhale, twisting from the waist up as you turn. And then back to center on the inhale. As you exhale, turn to the right. And again, inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale and turn, turning the rib cage and the chest. Come back to center, inhale, and exhale to release. And then we'll come on to our hands and knees into table with wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Bring your right arm under the left. Take your left hand behind your back, rest it there at the low back, or reach around and hook onto your right thigh. And then extend your left leg back, tucking the toes under and rolling your left arm back. Come back through center. And then left arm underneath the right hand comes to the low back or hook it onto the left thigh. And then you could stay with this or extend the right leg back. And the right leg can just stay tucked under, the right toes tucked under as you roll your right shoulder back. And then we'll come back through center, back onto our hands and knees. Inhale, bring your chest forward, lift the chin, lift the tailbone up. As you exhale, round your back and chin toward chest. Again, inhale, bring your chest forward, lifting chin, lifting tailbone, and exhale to round the back, draw your ribs and your belly in and up. Inhale, bring your chest through the gates of your arms. Exhale, and round your back. Inhale, stretch out the whole front of your body. Lift your tailbone up as you exhale. Round your back, chin toward chest. Walk your hands forward about a handprint, and then tuck your toes and come into down dog. We'll just start to bicycle the legs here, bending one knee and the other. And just move any way you like to for this first down dog as you stretch out. I always like the first down dog. It feels really nice just to come into that pose. I remember when I first started practicing yoga, downward dog was just a lot of work. And then after a while, it actually becomes a resting pose. And when I come into it, I'm like, it's like being back at home. So hopefully that's starting to happen for you if it hasn't already. Inhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. And shift forward about an inch and lower slowly all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes for a little cobra on the inhale. Draw the hands toward the heels. Chest forward, tailbone is reaching toward the heels. Lift up into plank and then back into downward facing dog. And just take a nice gentle gazing point between the knees or the feet. And your arms, shoulders distance apart, your feet hips width. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Inhale to plank again. Slowly lower, chaturanga halfway down. Knees can be down there. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs and knees off the floor, or stay with cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Breathing here again. And then look forward, bend your knees, either step or hop the feet forward. Lengthen as you inhale And exhale, fold forward, bend the knees as needed. Inhale, press down through your feet, reaching all the way up. And then exhale the hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, fold forward, hips over the heels. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhale, press up through your hands and feet. Exhale, make your way back into down dog, ears and arms in the same line. Reach your heels toward the floor. Press your inner thighs back. So spinning the inner thighs back toward the back of the mat. And your outer upper arms also spin toward the back of the mat. They wrap backwards. And then come to the toes, look up, step or hop your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, crown of the head reaching down. Inhale, press through your feet, come all the way up, look up. And exhale to Samastitihi. Inhale again, circle your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, looking up. Exhale, step or float into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, press up, roll the shoulder heads back. And exhaling back into down dog. Float the right leg back and up on your inhale. As you exhale, step it through. Take your left knee to the floor and reach up. Pull your right hip back, let it drop down. Bring your left hip forward, stretch up through the arms, spin your triceps forward. Sinking in, hands to heart, and then take your left arm across, make a fist with your left hand, and wrap it with your right. And then as you press your right hand into your fist, you can twist a little bit more. Every time you inhale, think of lengthening. As you exhale, think of twisting. And then we'll bring the hands down, Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale, coming back into downward dog. Left leg floating back and up on the inhale. And exhale, step it through, right knee to the floor. Rise up, inhaling. Make sure your left knee stays over the ankle. Pull the left hip back, sending your right hip forward. Spin your triceps forward here. And just sinking in. Get a nice stretch in the right thigh and the right hip flexor. And then leaning forward, so get some length, hook your right arm across and make a fist with your right hand and wrap it with the left. As you work your right arm across, you'll roll your left shoulder back, widening across your collarbones. As you inhale, see if you can get some length. Exhale. And release. Come back into plank and chaturanga. Inhaling, press into up dog or cobra, and exhaling back, downward dog. Breathing here. Remember, anytime you want to break, just take the knees down, take a child's pose, push pause, and rest. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose, and then come to Samastitihi. Inhaling, bend your knees and reach up, weight into the heels. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Stepping or hopping, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back to down dog. Right foot steps, back foot flat. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, lower through Chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot up, back foot is flat. Rise up, inhaling, left hip is pulling back. And then exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into up dog or cobra, and exhale back into down dog with your arms and your ears in line. As you press into the base of your fingers, try and lift away with your forearms so you have less pressure in your wrists. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose, and come to standing Samastitihi. Little hair fix. Inhale again, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps, back foot is flat. One inhale all the way up. One exhale moves you through Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing through the hands and feet. Exhale to down dog. Left foot steps, back foot is flat. Rise up, inhaling, one breath. Then exhale and lower right back down. Elbows in. Inhale, pressing up, and exhale back into your down dog. Breathing here. Keep your breath nice and steady. Try and keep your inhales and your exhales equal in length, and the breath is all through the nose as long as you can. If you got a cold or something, of course, breathe through your mouth. Otherwise, look forward, step or hop your feet. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, inhaling, reaching up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Bend the knees again, inhale, chair pose, exhale, and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up, exhale, step or float back into Chaturanga. Inhaling, pressing into the hands and feet. Exhale to down dog. Right foot steps, back foot is flat. Rise up on the inhale. As you exhale, lower back down. Elbows in, belly is lifted. Inhale, press through the hands and feet, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, the left foot steps, knee over ankle, warrior one, all inhales. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, pressing up, open the whole front of your body, and exhale, make your way into downward dog, stretching back. So as you stretch back, you're lengthening your spine, getting space between each vertebra. It's very good for your back, this downward facing dog. We do it a lot because it's so good. We're going to step the right foot up, back foot flat, come back into warrior one on your inhale. And now take hands to your heart. Line up your front heel with your back arch and come into warrior two. So in warrior one, your front heel is in line with your back heel. Warrior two, your heel to arch, and your stance might be a little bit longer. Make sure you drop your front hip down under you. Drop your left arm reverse, keep the right knee over the ankle. And then inhale forward, lean forward, take your right forearm down, reaching your left arm straight up, and then extend your right arm straight forward. Try to bring the bottom ribs forward, spin your belly up toward the ceiling. Balance here. And then back to warrior two as you inhale, and exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, and exhale, come back to down dog. Step the left foot up, back foot flat, warrior one. So now we're heel to heel with our feet, and then hands to heart. We're going to shift it to heel to arch, keeping the front knee bent over the ankle in line with the second toe, and drawing your front hip under as you press the back thigh back, gazing over your fingertips. Warrior two. It's quite a difference in the pose between warrior one and warrior two. It's not a matter of just changing the arms like I used to think. So drop your right arm reverse. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, come up, lean forward, left forearm to left thigh. Reach your right arm straight up, and then reach your left arm straight forward, turning your torso up toward the ceiling. So like a little twist, again above the waist. Breathing here. Press the weight in the front heel. Release back to plank and Chaturanga. Inhaling up, you can always skip the vinyasa and go to right into down dog. Back into downward facing dog. And taking a breath here. Arms and ears in line. Reaching the heels toward the floor, although they never have to touch. So we're going to do it again. Right foot steps, back foot is flat, warrior one. Front heel's in line with the back heel. We're pulling the right hip back, so our hips are trying to be level. Now we're going heel to arch, and we're opening the hips into warrior two. And then drop the left arm reverse. Remember, we're heel to arch, and the knee's still over the ankle. Now straightening the right leg for reverse triangle. Come on up on your inhale, shift your hips back, shorten your stance if you like. Right hand down, left arm up, Trikonasana triangle pose, and then pick up your right hand and wrap it around your waist. Keep the left arm reaching up and try to bring your bottom ribs forward and spin your top ribs back. Look up at your top hand if that's okay on your neck. Come back through center and move through your vinyasa, shoulders no lower than elbows in chaturanga. Inhale up, keep your belly lifted, and exhale back. Left foot steps, back foot flat, warrior one, heel to heel, hands to heart, warrior two, open up, heel to arch. Your front hip is dropping down, your back inner thigh is lifted up. Drop the right arm to reverse. Bend into the left knee and then straighten it for reverse triangle pose. As you inhale, come back up, shorten your stance if you like. Shift your hips back, Utthita Trikonasana, the left hand down to the shin or foot or floor, right arm up, and then pick up that left hand and wrap it around your waist from the front. Keep reaching the right arm up, bottom ribs forward, spin your top ribs back, press the weight into the base of the big toe of your left foot and press your calf towards your shin on your left leg. Inhale, come on through center. Take the hands back down to the floor. Chaturanga, upward facing dog on the inhale, downward facing dog on your exhale. Stretch back, lengthen through your spine. Get as much length as you can. You're pressing our weight up to the hips and down to the heels. Look forward, step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, weight into the heels. And then bring your hands to your heart, staying in Utkatasana. Lean forward, take your right arm across and twist. Try to turn your chest to face your thumbs. And then right hand can come to the floor, left arm up, or keep your hands at the heart center. Pull your right hip back so your hips stay level. If you look and see if your right knee's ahead of the left, you pull that hip back. Come through center and fold forward, hips over heels. And then we'll bend the knees again into Utkatasana chair pose. Sit back and lean forward, left arm across. Press the palms right toward the center of the chest. And either stay with that or left hand to the floor and the right arm up. Keep dropping the hips and turning from the waist up in your twist. So chest is facing the side, right side of your mat. Come back to center and fold forward again, hips over heels. This time heel toe your feet hips width. Grab your opposite elbows. Gently rock from side to side and bend your knees as needed. Release the hands down, lightly nod your head yes, and then shake it no. Hands to hips. Come on up. Back into Samastitihi. At the front of our mats. We're going to step the left foot back about 3.5 feet or so. Make sure you're lined up your front heel with the back heel. Hips and shoulders are squaring toward the front of the mat. Bring your arms out to the sides, bend your elbows, either press your palms together or your fists. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge from the hips and come forward. Halfway down, keep lifting the shoulder heads up and then either stay halfway down or keep extending forward, reaching the crown of your head, lengthening down. The shoulder heads still stay up and press weight. Make sure you're pressing through the back leg, through the outer edge of your back foot and pulling the right hip back. Pull up on the kneecap of the right leg and press the calf toward the shin. Inhale to come up. And now left arm up, right hand to your low back. Extend forward with your left arm. Get some length. Then take it inside or the outside of your foot. We'll pull the right hip back and twist. If you can't reach the floor with your left hand, put it up onto your shin, or if you have a yoga block, you can put the block on the big toe side or little toe side of the foot. Big toe side's a little bit easier. As you inhale, get some length, and then bring your right hand to your lower back. Float your left leg up. Left fingertips on the floor or hand on the block if you have one. Drop your outer left hip down. Keep pressing into the base of the big toe of your right foot. Make sure those right toes didn't turn out. Slowly, we'll make our way back through a vinyasa, or skip it and go to down dog. Inhaling up and exhaling back. Look forward, step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold in. Bend your knees. Inhale, reaching up, sit back in your chair, and exhale back, Samastitihi. Coming to the front of the mat, feet are parallel, and then step your right foot back so your front heel's in line with your back heel. Bring your arms out to the sides, bend your elbows behind you, press your palms or your fists together behind your back. As you inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, come forward. So you can stop again at halfway down. Keep the tips of your shoulders lifted. I'm a little bit more than halfway, but you could stop up higher and pull your left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs like you have a block that you're holding between them, and then stay halfway or fold in a little bit more, gazing toward either your shin or ankle or big toe if you're up a little bit higher. Never matters how deep we get into a pose. I know I say it a lot, but it's always true. Inhale, come up with a nice long spine. Left hand to the low back, reach up through the right arm, stretch up tall. Exhale, take the right hand down, inside or outside of the foot, pull the left hip back, and reach up through the left arm. Shoulders are in line with each other. You're trying to drop your left hip down as you pull it back, and keep squeezing that imaginary block between the inner thighs. Inhale to get some length, and exhale, maybe twisting. And then fingertips to the floor. We'll float the right leg up. Keep the right fingertips down on the floor or a block. Lift your left arm up for Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana, twisted half moon. As you lift your back leg, lift it from the inner thigh. Let your outer right hip drop down to keep your hips level. We don't want that hip to open up in this one. And then we'll step back and take our vinyasa. Chaturanga, inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Keeping your breath nice and steady. Look to the hands, step or hop, and come into seated. We're going to come all the way onto the back, feet hips width apart, arms by your sides for bridge, and then pressing up into bridge pose. Spiral the thighs in toward each other. Keep your chin away from your chest. And then release, lower down. Take a little break, soles of your feet together, knees apart. Take a moment to come back to your intention. Second one, feet hips width apart. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Up to bridge. Roll the shoulders under, interlace the fingers. You can do the opposite interlace this time if you interlaced on the first one. Spin the inner thighs down toward the floor like you're holding a block between your inner thighs. And breathe. Come on down. Soles of your feet together, knees apart to rest. And then setting yourself up again, bridge pose again, or wheel pose, hands up by the ears for wheel. Pause at the crown of the head, line up wrists and elbows, and then start to stretch up. So reaching your tailbone toward the backs of your knees, and press your chest toward the back of your mat. Arms and ears in line. Keep spinning the inner thighs toward each other. And then chin in toward the chest to come all the way down. This time we'll hug our knees in, and rocking gently here from side to side. And then start to rock yourself up to seated. Taking the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Sit up tall on your inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Try to keep your spine long for this first one, so we'll lead with the chest, leading with the heart. Hinging from the hips forward. And then come up on your inhale. Exhale, we'll round down the forehead toward the feet, rounding through the upper back. Make sure your shoulders don't creep up around your ears on this one. Inhale to come up. Now keep your right knee bent and take your right hand behind you, the right sole of the foot's on the floor, left arm up on your inhale. Exhale, take it across and twist. On your inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, roll your right shoulder back, also pulling your left toes back to firm that left leg. Inhale, bring your head to center. Exhale, release. Bend the left knee. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, take it across and twist. As you inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, roll the left shoulder back. Make sure the right toes are pointed straight up to the ceiling. Inhale, head to center, extend the leg, reach up. As you take your next inhale, Paschimottanasana, hinge from the hips. Reach for your feet or your legs. Lengthen, inhaling. Exhale to come forward. Again, leading with the chest. Get some length here. Keep pulling the toes back, flexing the ankles to keep your legs nice and active. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. We'll lie down onto our backs. Take your right ankle just above the left knee. Bring your hands through your space and hold your left shin. If that's too far away, hold behind your left thigh. Thread the needle. Make sure your right ankle is flexed. And release and switch. Left ankle above right knee. And holding onto the right leg, the shin or behind the thigh. Flexing the left ankle. Lots and lots of people out paddleboarding today. All right, so draw the knees in and then make your way into Shavasana. We'll extend the legs out. Make sure to lengthen your tailbone toward the backs of your knees and then take your arms by your sides, your palms faced up, arms a little away from the body, shoulders away from the ears, and then just relax, releasing your Ujjayi breathing, just natural breathing, quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana. And as you're here resting a little longer, I have our quote from the Four Agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz. And I know I talked about the second agreement yesterday, but I'd like to go back to the first agreement just for a moment, which is be impeccable with your word. So the first agreement is the most important one, and it is also the most difficult one to honor, says Don Miguel Ruiz. He also says it is so important that with just this first agreement, you will be able to transcend the level of existence that he calls heaven on earth. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It sounds simple, but it's very, very powerful. Your word is the power that you have to create. Through your word, you express your creative power. It is through the word that you manifest everything. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent manifests through your word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through your word. Begin to reawaken your body. Stretch your arms overhead, reaching through your hands and your feet. Bend your knees and roll yourself off to your right side. Take a moment again to honor the intention that you set today for your practice on your 52nd day in a row of practice. Awesome. And then let's make our way up to seated. Take your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Bring the hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communication. Send out this wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow for a nice stretching class. And if you liked this class, please push the like button and subscribe and share and tell all of your friends about the free yoga and the 90-day challenge so we can create a healthy habit. If you can afford a donation of any amount at all, there is a link below to send us a donation through PayPal. You can also go to fightmasteryoga.com and you could support us with using our Amazon link. It doesn't cost you any more, and you can just shop through Amazon like you normally do, but it helps to support us. And then you can also see what kinds of things are coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.